The fork clattered against the porcelain plate like a gunshot in the too-quiet dining room, gravy splattering across the white-lace tablecloth. My mother's pride, now stained like the lie unraveling before me. "We're not your bank anymore." Dad barked, his voice a gravelly thunder that drowned out the tick of the grandfather clock in the hall. Mom's hand trembled on her wine glass, knuckles white as bone, her eyes darting to the window where autumn leaves scraped against the pane like desperate fingers. I froze, mid-bite of overcooked turkey, the metallic tang of blood from where I'd gnawed my cheek blooming on my tongue. 28 years old, and this was how they chose to gut me, at Thanksgiving, with a scent of cinnamon candles mocking the warmth we'd all pretended to feel. My heart hammered, a frantic burr trapped in my ribs, as infusion coiled tight in my gut. Why now? The checks had come like clockwork since college. Tuition, rent, that bridge loan for my startup flop last year. I'd called it gratitude, a safety net woven from their sacrifices. But Dad's jaw clenched like he was chewing on glass, and Mom wouldn't meet my gaze, her lipstick smeared napkin twisting in her lap. "You've got to stand on your own," he muttered, shoving back from the table, the chair legs screeching against the hardwood floor. The air thickened with the ghost of old arguments, my brother's dropout phase, the business investments that vanished like smoke, but this felt sharper, personal. A blade slipped between my ribs. I rationalized it in the car ride home, rain sluicing down the windshield in relentless sheets, blurring the taillights of strangers into red smays. They were stressed, Dad's factory layoffs, Mom's migraines flaring again. Love demanded forgiveness, didn't it? Yet doubt gnawed deeper, a whisper of unease from the past months. The late nights Dad claimed were overtime, the hotel keychain I'd found in his coat pocket, dismissed as a client's gift. Mom's sudden silences on the phone, her voice brittle when I asked about their anniversary trip. I'd push it down, buried it under gratitude for the envelopes that kept my world afloat. Guilt twisted now. What if my needs had strained them to breaking? But anger flickered too, hot and unbidden. How dare they shatter this illusion without warning? The next morning, denial cracked open like an eggshell under my heel. I'd meant to apologize, driven back to the house with coffee and croissants as peace offerings. But the front door hung ajar, a sliver of lamplight spilling onto the porch like spilled secrets. Inside, the living room reeked of stale perfume and sweat, foreign, cloying, overlaid with a faint copper of fear. My parents' voices leaked from the study, low and lacerating. "You're a fool if you think she won't find out," Mom hissed, her words frayed with something rawer than rage. Betrayal, the kind that hollows you out. Dad's laugh was a wet rasp. She? Our golden child? Let her keep dreaming. The money was for us, for the cabin, the weekends away. Not her endless emergencies. Silence. Then Mom's sob, muffled but seismic. "And him? That accountant from your office. God, Richard, the text I saw. You think I didn't notice the charges on our card? $500 for that laundry shop in the city." My knees buckled against the doorframe, the paper bag crumpling in my fist, coffee pooling warm and accusing at my feet. The envelopes, the ones I'd torn open with trembling hands, relief flooding me each time, hadn't been love's quiet anchor. They'd been bribes, siphoned from their crumbling marriage to paper over Dad's affair, Mom's complicit blindness. Every deposit a thread in the web of their deceit, tangling me in lies I never asked to swallow. Love curdled to ash in my throat. I'd funded their escape, their denial, while they watched me flail. I backed away, rain soaking through my coat, cold as a void where trust had been. The car keys bit into my palm, a promise of flight. But as I peeled out, tires hydroplaning on the slick drive, a final twist clawed free. The accountant's name, Mark Ellis. My fiancé's best friend from college. The man who'd toasted our engagement last month, his hand lingering too long on Dad's shoulder. The betrayal wasn't just theirs. It was a circle, closing around me, and in that shattering clarity, I wondered if I'd ever surface from the flood.